Go.
Mike V, Power Hour. Okay, listen. First of all, let's learn a couple. Let's maybe read. It's always Powell spoke. It's always when the press conference starts. You see, I just got back from the freaking dentist. As you can look at, this is important if you want right here. I posted in TradeGateHub. Three freaking crowns, and I took care of. I grew up very nicely. I was very blessed. My family took care of my teeth. Three crowns, $1,496 for each, cash up front. Oh, got destroyed. On top of the other ancillary things, core buildup. Oh, fucked up here. Okay, listen. Somebody has the right mind when I don't. And this market's all over the place. I'll tell you what stock didn't bounce. I didn't get that stubborn in it. It's SCE. Maybe I did. A lot of stocks are acting well here. WDC was at the high. GLW was down $4 yesterday after earnings, reclaiming everything. That was the shakeout, GLW. $10 rally, no problem. All right. I can go with that 100 different ways there as my mouth is. I feel like a Kramer, that Seinfeld episode where his mouth is numb. I can't even freaking feel the left side of my mouth. I haven't fucking eaten. Jeff, the Bitcoin on the 200-day. Somebody has a cool idea. These are stocks they want. Okay, let's get back to business. Earnings on Friday, the same note. ExxonMobil, Halliburton, Reclaim, Schlumberger, D1. I'm in that. It's going to take a little bit of. I could see this. This is not going to. This is too easy of a trade. Although if the rotation is proper, it will work. Proper meaning if the drillers go up and the market goes down. That looks too easy. Weekly on Schlumberger. Okay, what's the one? NBR, the thin one. I bought Tidewater. There's NBR. This is the weekly on NBR. You want to be short this thing? I've seen this pull a natural gas on people and go right over here and go from freaking 50. That's got it in it. You got to know what stocks in each individual sectors. All right. Lewis pointed it out. There's a bull market somewhere. You know what? And that's fine to be in Zim, the shipper, and Halliburton. They move just as much these days. These are not your grandparent shippers, if you will. Ugh. All right, listen, it's all about how they close. I'm going off for too many tangents. I'm sorry. Look who has earnings tonight. I think who has earnings tonight's more important than Powell. But again, when I started off this rant, this is what Jesus said, and this was as of 2 o'clock, actually, a couple of minutes ago. Credit not doing a whole lot today either. Didn't confirm yesterday rallies in equities, but yet not signaling much weakness either. CRWV, 2 million bet on top of the one that I just scrolled by and didn't even mention. I'm in that. Another million, CRWV. Who has earnings tonight? There are a lot of, listen, there's a lot of cross currents. You could be mixed. You just can't have them flip and be wrong on both sides. For example, if you're short consumers, call CarMax. Look at this CarMax, okay? This company's going out of business. I think Carvana has earnings after too. CarMax is, there's CarMax, right? Certain stocks are breaking down. Nobody even looked at this FI. This is a bad stock today, Fiserv. This is a bigger deal. Has more ripples than people think it is. But yet, Paradigm, not even overbought yet. Gap and go. Or the aforementioned BE. Wayfair actually was up $3 again and followed through. It worked. All right, gave a little back bleed of any other side of the tree. Nokia. I'm building a position in. You know what I mean? I don't want this to turn into that Lucid trade that didn't work. You know what I'm talking about, Jeff? Nice trade on Lucid, by the way. Our member advance. Actually, you know what? The ultimate compliment. MIR, by the way. Look at this thing. Ultimate compliment. I remember what I was going to say. I'm actually asking Jeff for opinions. No offense, Jeff. MIR, gap and go. MIR, Space Technologies, gap and go. The build desk, right in the buildings. Oh, I know what I was going to say because I was about to pay someone a compliment. That being Jeff, okay? It may or may not work. This coach is actively trading. Coach, I'm glad they give me the volatility to get either in or out of any winners and or losers because it's been hard. I'm glad things moving. You know, could reshuffle. Nice. Coach active today. Always active. Again, fear and greed, by the way, you're gonna have to. You know what? I'm gonna get. This is power hour. It's time to put money to work, not to pontificate, not to try to impress or impress upon you. The whole thing you got to do is scroll up, click images to enlarge, and get on this red YouTube channel where Coach and I do 2 videos a day. Get the picture. Thank you, Jeff. Getting back to Jeff's point. Things look, this Lucid looks interesting here. Jeff, there you go. Worked. All right. Bitcoin with the bounce off the 200-day J norm. 60. Now the drillers go down. You fuckers. Whoa. Something like that. Sorry about the curse. APLD, nice bounce. Stock was 33.20. This is all noise. Now they got me in Tidewater. Now they got me holding the bag in the drillers late. This is breaking high 2 freaking seconds ago. That's why I don't like it. So reevaluate. Let me sell some Schlumberger. What's going higher on? Oh, you know what's going higher? METC, rare earth. I just sold MP. METC, I put that in. I just sold MP 2 seconds ago. And what's this thing? Rare earth in uranium's going nuts. Do I have anything uranium? No. What's going on here? Uranium. Sound taking calls. I'm trying to get my box off the corner of the screen. Believe me, I know it blocks the charts. Get it. The fuck's going? Rare earth stocks. This is it. The slingshot. Planeteer, more calls. Going back to 100 again. U.S. sanctions lifted. Fed chairman thinks stocks are of value. Home builders, ugly. DHI followed through to the downside. Powell, CoreWeave on the public Jesus feed. Adding to it. I'm in that. CoreWeave. I love that symbol. CRWV. Yes, I'm 50 years old. I know. You know what? You know what? You know who could run? Short this the other day for 40. Alcoa. I gotta get out of this. They're messing me around with me in these things. But oh, by the way, you see this a bad trade? I knew it the whole time. That's why I don't have too much. Enough to bother me. All these other solars, Fizzler, how you doing? NXT, new highs, breakout. Run. They even took run up $1.50, but EMPH, no bounce. I bought the worst one. I knew it too. Bad trade. I'm going to lose it, but I'm not going to lose much. Still a bad trade. Schlumberger. Okay, not to be selfish. Position. I'll sell 26 Schlumberger, 26.86. Tidewater. I'm not going to add to it. It's too thin. Nokia. All right, the big. I'm starting. I'm doing. I'm in. AA. You know why I brought up AA, Jeff? Not because we're both old. I could have brought up Cenex. Aluminum. Alcoa. I don't trust Alcoa as far as I can throw fucking Jose. Excuse my language. All right. CoreWeave. Metals are coming to life. You know why? You know what? Note this. So I had it at the low at $36. I couldn't hold it. That's the one taking calls today. FCX is the symbol. You might know it. I'm not going to say much. I'm doing. Starting to gamble a little bit more than I'm trading. I'm not going to lie. What's today? Wednesday? Oh my God. Shit. I'm open to opinions. Before the open. Lily. Roadblocks before the open. My God. It's too much. Okay. I'm going to do a what does a Kramer do? Lightning round? We're going to do a lightning round of earnings. After the close, Meta, shorted. Microsoft, priced into it. Google, no opinion. CMG, shorted. Well, no good. Carvana, don't know. Now, very good. NOW. Starbucks, no opinion. SFM, they're going to drag me in, huh? They can't do it. They're not going to get me. Low or high? High or low? High beta, can't do it. SFM. Well, let's just talk about which one that I might do. TDOC's been taking calls. Next. STEM. It's sexy. This stock. This is a cool stock. Stamp. 1, 2, a third driver. Nope, not cool anymore. Rig has earnings going to affect the drilling sector. MGM, how do Caesars do? Did that bounce Caesars? Last I looked at Caesars. BHC. Last I looked at Caesars, it was 2020. That was the price of the stock. Saving a beauty. Last I looked at Caesars, it was 2020. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We avoided it. This is margin call still Caesars. No end to it. Caesars. Looks like MGM too. This company, this thing sucks. This has activists even all throughout it, left and right, ups and downs. Everybody still can't go up. It's like Target. Before the open. Lilly and Merck. Lilly and Merck are like CNC and UNH. Can't figure them out. Roblox. This Roblox it's like it has 20 lives. Sexual, everybody, even my nieces and nephews who got a thick skin, trust me, I'm their uncle. They even say it's like it's, rough. I don't know. Shake Shack. As Jane Norm says, Cake Short is working. Cheesecake Factory. I go home that place. I get 3 doggy bags. I order 1 meal and I come home with 3. I like the jambalaya. I eat there. Don't worry about it. Cheesecake. And you know what reminds me of cheesecake? As the Novocaine's wearing off. Something else isn't wearing off yet, though. No, I'm kidding. Cheesecake Factory reminds me of Shaq, who has earnings tomorrow morning. Same church, different pew. Creamer commented that hamburger prices are flying too. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. Don't want. It's interesting. Look, hey, listen. You don't have to bet every football game. Shaq to me is like the Cleveland Browns against the freaking Bears, or who's the divisional against Cincinnati. Might not bet the game. I'm interested in it. Don't have to play Shaq. Advanced Auto Parts. Crocs. Okay, retailers. Philip Mo, Big Mo, Baxter took leaps. I had Baxter the other day, 28.10. No, 22.10. This company was so cool. What a symbol, Baxter. Weekly on Baxter. I love trading this thing until it just died. It's a freaking healthcare stock. You know what, though? This Baxter does remind me of something that did something similar. Dow Chemical, it did work. Baxter took a lot of good leaps. I just can't do it. The chart says, whatever up. Ugh. Bristol, Budweiser, Xerox. Vegas isn't cheap. It's a matter of fact, it's literally the worst deal out there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Don't kill. Listen, they've been bombing these things. Loose nose, CoreWeave, the February's since 121. It's 140, and it's freaking flying in a minute. At least the fun. CoreWeave. It was 134. This the market. MP. You know what? I got the ones that aren't going up. The whole market's bouncing. APLD. Planeteer, breaking high. There's the 200 into the Fed meeting. Planeteer is doing exactly what NVIDIA did yesterday. Literally. One hit 200, the other's going to hit 200. Now you have Microsoft, and one of them might report good earnings and blow up. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I don't say it often. There's very, very few catalysts out there remaining. Very few. Caterpillar, except Caterpillar going up. Parabolic, Caterpillar. METC. Here's my Billy. APLD could have been someone. Nokia. LI. You want to talk about not being stubborn. LI Automotive. Look at this thing. The Chinese stock goes with MP and NIO. I took it overnight. I actually made money in it. Man, a lot of bad stocks here. Oh, God help me. I'm starving. This guy's got to chill out. QS. Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I knew you were going to ask that. And I looked at EOS, which broke. That's a break on that type of lead. I think EOS was the proverbial leader, if you will. I think QS is the better company. I think this was the cleanest one in terms of it had the perfect storm of speculation. Fundamentals, it does. The right time. QS, you can't argue with this. I mean, okay, forget about we're not analysts. Okay, well, now I'm clear thinking. We're not an analyst. Looks great. RSI, it looks great. Looks freaking great. The Powell's conference ending. We're in having it. It's all noise. All noise. Aklo, breaking high. To me, that's bearish. Billy, UAL, dead cat bounce. Kramer says buy Boeing. There it is, breaking low. And I'm a Kramer guy. Planeteer. By the way, J Norm. And I understand you don't want to go it up here. Remember, it's not where they are, it's where it's going. I get it. But write it down. Well, you know what I mean. Right. You will write it down. You're old like me. Use a pen and paper. Whoa. There you go. They're following it. They're backing it up right here. Ooh. BP adding. BP might tell a bigger story with the soil. BP doesn't come across a lot. Does that mean I'm going to come out and buy British Petroleum here? Maybe. Holy shit, look at it. But you never know. These things, God forbid. Now, my problem with Tidewater is I'm in the worst of breed now. So if this driller trade goes awry, I'm bagged in a dog. I'd rather be an NBR, the one that had earnings that's squeezing, or a decent company. I'm in the middle one. It's not the right move, but I'm in it anyway. And I'm buying more. No. Okay. There you go. Right there. Breaking news. Doesn't mean it's doing it. Kramer, 3 minutes ago, taking my target for Planeteer from 200 up to 250. Why not increase it 25% in a runaway market? It did hit the 200. Did it? Probably hit it on that. Sent something to Elaine, the guest of ours, many times on TradeGateHub, because of Coach, not me. Bifurcated, Jastic. So he's like, what is he like? He has more followers right now than anybody, to be honest with you. IWM read the green. He's getting cocky too. It's a problem. Even he's getting cocky. Good trade. IWM read the green into the close. What's he talking about? Listen, you can't argue. It's in back. I'm thinking about it as we speak. You can't argue with QS. You're doing everything right if this works. And if it doesn't, sometimes they don't. But this Kramer thinking that Planeteer is going from 2 to 250 just makes me think that maybe this tech trade still has a little bit more to go. You know what I mean? That's an egregious number heading into into Meta, right? But he's been dead right. I'm just going with the guys that's right. When he's wrong, he's wrong. It is a 3 drive on. It is a 3 drive on QS. Looks great. Just got to write down what's acting well. You know what I mean? You don't have to take everything. You know your setups, but right now I write down late. Is it a thing here? Late, meaning like from freaking 3 to 4, taking late money. Late. Obviously, Planeteer goes without saying. WU took it early and late. Same. What's this freaking thing? BBD, Bancadero de Brasco, Donnie Brasco, taking a lot of calls today. BBD, Donnie Brasco taking a lot of moves today. Banco Bradesco. What does that mean? Is it Brazil? I was long Brazil the other day. You know what? Brazil. GFI big range, huh? How about GFI with big range? Why isn't anybody chirping about this thing reversing? I don't like it. Except this pump. I brought this up earlier. Pump it, dump, bump, bump, bump. I'm starving. I gotta get something to eat. I missed the close. Pump. Pro Petro Holding. Pump. WBD. Or BBD, that is. Bell Biv DeVoe. The wrong shit. Newmont breaking low. Newmont breaking low. Rare earth. Look at this MP. I complained that I sold MP. Complain. 65.60. 63.50. Look at that freaking. By the way, the stock looks bad in MP. This is a bad close. The stock. Gap, bad close, rallied, reversed it. Yes, I know the RSI is oversold. It doesn't matter. They can stay over. They can stay overbought just like they can stay oversold. I'm not saying it's going to be pinned at an RSI in the 20s. I think I'm going to be okay with my oil hold, to be honest with you. EMPH. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. To avoid aggravation, this stock, by the way, is no different than CarMax or what else is breaking a year low. So it's a solar, and the rest of them are up. I'm just thinking maybe it's but I'm not going to add to it. This is selfish. What I'm talking about. VIX. One of the best futures traders out there, and one of the biggest followings out there, because he's one of the best right here. Mancini. You don't follow Mancini. You don't like Italians. Only kidding. F1 this and now. More traps ahead. Failed breakdown. There's the levels on the SPX. I'd leave it there. Cheers. What do they say? Keep some powder dry. You see what's coming out. You know what I mean? Powell. There's little. Even if you're right, still there's little edge. Trust me. Wait a little bit. Cheers.